In this video, I'm going to discuss a topic in mathematics in the modern world entitled mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode are discussed in statistics, but they should also be discussed in mathematics in the modern world because mathematics in the modern world covers topics in statistics. Before I proceed to mean, median, and mode, let me first give you a brief introduction of a measure of central tendency. Sir, ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng measure of central tendency? A measure of central tendency is a term used in statistics. Pero ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng measure of central tendency ay average. This is commonly referred to as an average. This is a single value that represents a data set. Alam naman natin na sa data set ang dami-daming data. At yung data set na yan would be of no effect without a single value that will represent the whole data set. It would be of no effect without a single value that will represent the data set. And the single value that will represent the data set is called as a measure of central tendency. Alam na natin kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng measure of central tendency. Alamin naman natin kung ano yung purpose ng measure of central tendency. Ang purpose ng measure of central tendency is to locate the center of a data set. Sa data set, ang dami-daming data. At sa pamamagitan ng measure of central tendency, malalaman natin kung ano ba yung center ng data set na yan. In this video, I will discuss three different measures of central tendency. At yun yung mean, median, and mode. That's why I give you a brief introduction of a measure of central tendency kasi nga, yung mean, median, and mode ay three different measures of central tendency. Aside from that, I will also illustrate how to calculate each of these measures. Okay, let's now proceed to mean, median, and mode. Unahin natin yung mean. The mean is the most frequently used measure of central tendency. And aside from that, the mean is the only common measure in which all values play an equal role. Sa mean daw, all of the values in a data set play an equal role kasi nga, kailangan nating i-consider lahat ng values dun sa data set natin para makompute yung mean. The mean is otherwise known as arithmetic mean. Take note na pag sinabi sa problem na mean, ang ibig sabihin nun ay arithmetic mean na. Kasi meron pa tayong ibang klase ng mean, gaya ng weighted mean, combined mean, harmonic mean, geometric mean, etc. Now, let's calculate the mean for ungrouped data. Gagamit tayo ng formula in order to compute the mean. Mean is equal to sum of all values over number of values. Ang mean, nahati yan sa dalawa. We have sample mean and population mean. Let's differentiate first sample from population. When we say sample, this is a group in a research study on which information is obtained, while a population is a group to which the results of the study are intended to apply. In order to understand the difference between population and sample, let me give you an example. For example, sa BSBA 2A, merong 40 students. Pero yung researcher, nakapag-conduct lang siya ng study at nakapag-gather lang siya ng data from 20 students. Yung 40 students, yan yung population. At yung 20 students, yan yung sample. So that means a sample is just a portion of a population. Usually, in almost all research, the sample is smaller than the population, since researchers rarely have access to all the members of the population. That's the difference between sample and population. Sample is just a portion of the population. The formula for sample mean or mean of the sample is this. Yung X na may linya dun sa taas ay sample mean. It is read as X bar. Yung X na walang linya dun sa taas is the value of any particular observation or measurement. Yung symbol na to ay summation. Yung parang E. The summation symbol and the X is read as sum of all X's. And the small n is the total number of values in the sample. Next, let's proceed to population mean. The formula for population mean is this. This symbol is called as population mean. It is read as mu. Yung X naman is the value of any particular observation or measurement. The summation symbol and the X is read as sum of all X's. And yung N na malaki is the total number of values in the population. So tignan nyo, yung N dun sa sample mean ay maliit at yung N dun sa population mean ay malaki. Because yung N na maliit refers to the total number of values in the sample, while yung N na malaki refers to the total number of values in the population. Do not forget the difference between a sample and a population. Let's have example number 1. The daily rates of a sample of 8 employees at GMS Incorporated are 550 pesos, 420 pesos, 560 pesos, 500 pesos, 700 pesos, 670 pesos, 860 pesos, and 480 pesos. Find the mean daily rate of employee. Take note na yung daily rates natin dito sa problem ay daily rates of a sample of 8 employees. Sample of 8 employees lang, we are not referring to the population. So meaning to say, ang ating i-compute ay yung sample mean. And the formula for sample mean is sample mean or X bar is equal to sum of all X's over the total number of values in the sample. Actually, pwede pa natin yang i-expand. So it will further become x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 plus ellipsis plus x sub n over n. After that, isubstitute lang natin yung values dun sa ating dataset sa formula. So the sample mean is equal to 550 plus 420 plus 560 plus 500 plus 700 plus 670 plus 860 plus 480 over 8. 8 yung n natin kasi we have 8 values in our data set. 550 plus 420 plus 560 plus 500 plus 700 plus 670 plus 860 plus 480 is equal to 4,740 over 8, which is the total number of values in the sample. 4,740 divided by 8 is equal to 592.50. The sample mean daily salary of employees is 592.50 pesos. Or the sample mean daily rate of employees is 592.50 pesos. Do not forget to include the peso sign since ang hinahanap ay mean daily rate or mean daily salary. Example number 2. Find the population mean of the ages of 9 middle management employees of a certain company. The ages are 53, 45, 59, 48, 54, 46, 51, 58, and 55. It is very clear that in this problem, we are finding the population mean. And the formula for the population mean is mu, or the population mean is equal to sum of all x's over n, or the total number of values in the population. This formula can be expanded to x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 plus ellipsis plus x sub n over n. Now, substitute natin yung values yun sa ating formula. The population mean is equal to 53 plus 45 plus 59 plus 48 plus 54 plus 46 plus 51 plus 58 plus 55 over 9. 53 plus 45 plus 59 plus 48 plus 54 plus 46 plus 51 plus 58 plus 55 is equal to 469. 469 divided by 9 is equal to 52.11. So that means the mean population age of middle management employee is 52.11. Take note, wala na yung peso sign since we are finding the mean population age, and age does not have peso sign. Take note of that. So kung mapapansin ninyo, ang mean, ang ibig sabihin niyan ay average. Pero kasi ang ginagamit na term sa statistics at mathematics in the modern world ay mean at hindi average. After the mean, let's proceed to the median. The median is the midpoint of the data array. When the data set is ordered, whether ascending or descending, it is called a data array. Usually kasi yung dataset natin ay hindi pa siya ordered. Pero once na-order na siya, whether in ascending order or descending order, ang tawag na dun sa dataset ay data array. That's why sa median, since yung median is the middle of the data array, kailangan muna nating i-arrange yung ating dataset in order. Usually ang order ay ascending. Pag sinabi nating ascending, from lowest value to highest value. Pag sinabi naman nating descending, it means from the highest value to the lowest value. In order to know the median for ungrouped data, we will have two rules to follow. To determine the value of median for ungrouped data, we need to consider two rules. First rule is, if n is odd, the median is the middle rank. Rule number two, if n is even, then the median is the average of the two middle ranked values. So before you compute for the median, tignan nyo muna kung ano ba yung n? Is it an odd number or an even number? Okay, kung odd number, follow rule number 1. At kung yung number of values natin ay even, then follow number 2. The formula for median or the rank value is equal to n plus 1 over 2. Note that n is the population or the sample size. Let us now have example number 1. Find the median of the ages of 9 middle management employees of a certain company. The ages are 53, 45, 59, 48, 54, 46, 51, 58, and 55. In order to know the median, we will have 3 steps to take. First step is arrange the data in order. I-arrange muna natin yung dataset natin in order. Ang order should be in ascending order, meaning to say from lowest value up to the highest value. Ang lowest value natin dyan sa ating dataset ay 45 at ang highest value ay 59. So magsisimula tayo sa 45 at magtatapos tayo sa 59. So ang ating order ay 45, 46, 48, 51, 53, 54, 55, 58, and 59. After that, ang ating step 2 ay select the middle rank value using the formula for median. Median is equal to n plus 1 over 2. The number of values is 9. So that means 9 plus 1 divided by 2. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Take note ng ating n ay odd. So follow rule number 1. If n is odd, the median is the middle ranked. Now, ang ating step 3 is to identify the median in the data set. So, isulat natin 45, 46, 48, 51, 53, 54, 55, 58, and 59. Since yung na-compute nating median ay 5 dun sa ating rank value, kukunin natin yung 5th value dyan sa ating data set or data array. Therefore, the median age is 53 years. Since yung 53, yan yung 5th value natin dyan sa ating data set. Take note, kailangan nyo munang i-arrange yung ating dataset in order. Take note that the order should be in ascending order. After that, gamitin nyo lang yung formula n plus 1 over 2. That is 9 plus 1 over 2 or 10 over 2. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Ngayon, hanapin nyo yung fifth value dyan sa ating dataset or data array. Ang ating fifth value dyan ay yung 53. That's why the median age is 53 years. Example number 2. The daily rates of a sample of 8 employees at GMS Incorporated are 550 pesos, 420 pesos, 560 pesos, 500 pesos, 700 pesos, 670 pesos, 860 pesos, and 480 pesos. Find the median daily rate of employee. Okay? Ang ating step 1 ay i-arrange natin yung ating dataset in order. Ang pinakamababang value, the lowest value is 420. At ang pinakamataas na value ay 860. I-arrange natin siya in ascending order. So that will become 420, 480, 500, 550, 560, 670, 700, and 860. After that, let's proceed to step 2. Select the middle rank value using our formula for median. So median is equal to n plus 1 over 2. Our n is 8. 8 plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 9 divided by 2. That will be equal to 4.5. Take note na yung ating n ay even number. Ang ating n ay 8. So even siya. Ang ating susundin na rule ay yung rule number 2. If n is even, then the median is the average of the two middle-ranked values. Punta na tayo sa step 3. Identify the median in the dataset. Kukunin natin yung 4.5th value. Yung 4.5th value ay nasa gitna ng 550 pesos at 560 pesos. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, since the middle point falls between 550 pesos and 560 pesos, we can determine the median of the dataset by getting the average of the two values. Meaning to say, kukunin natin yung average ng 550 at 560. So, the median is equal to 550 plus 560. At i-divide natin yan sa 2. 550 plus 560 is equal to 1,110. 1,110 divided by 2 is equal to 555. So therefore, the median daily rate is 555 pesos. So kung mapapansin ninyo, wala tayong problema kung ang ating n ay odd. Kasi there's no need for us to get the average of the two middle rank values. Pero kung yung n natin ay even, kukunin muna natin yung median or the rank value. Saka natin i-divide yung middle rank values ng 2. Do not forget the rules sa median. If n is odd, the median is the middle ranked. While if n is even, then the median is the average of the two middle ranked values. Next, let's proceed to the mode. The mode is the value in a data set that appears most frequently. For example, sa data set ng 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4, yung 1 nag-appear lang siya ng isang beses. Yung 3 nag-appear lang siya ng isang beses. At yung 4 nag-appear lang siya ng isang beses. Pero yung 2 nag-appear siya ng dalawang beses. Therefore, the mode is 2. A data set that has only one value that occurs the greatest frequency is said to be unimodal. If the data set has two values with the same greatest frequency, the data set is said to be binomial. If a data set has more than two modes, the data set is said to be multimodal. But there are some cases when a data set values have the same number frequency. When this occurs, the data set is said to be no mode. Let's have example number 1. The following data represent the total unit sales for PSP 2000 from a sample of 10 gaming centers for the month of August. 15, 17, 10, 12, 13, 10, 14, 10, 8, and 9. Find the mode. Ang una yung gagawin, i-arrange yung muna from lowest to highest yung ating data set. So, ang order should be ascending order. Ang pinakamababa ay 8 at ang pinakamataas ay 17. So, that will become 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17. Kung mapapansin ninyo, yung 10, nag-appear siya ng 3 beses. Pero yung mga ibang values, nag-appear lang siya ng 1 beses. So meaning to say, the mode is 10. Since dito sa dataset natin, isang value lang ang nag-appear ng 3 beses, then the dataset is said to be unimodal. What if yung data array natin ay 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yung 9, nag-appear siya ng 2 beses. At yung 10, nag-appear siya ng 3 beses. Still, the mode is 10. Kasi, nag-appear ng mas marami yung 10 kaysa yung 9. 10 appears 3 times while 9 appears 2 times. So the mode is still 10. Huwag niyong i-include yung 9. Next example number 3. Find the mode of the ages of 9 middle management employees of a certain company. The ages are 53, 45, 59, 48, 54, 46, 51, 58, and 55. Ang una natin gagawin, i-order natin siya. I-arrange natin siya in ascending order. So the ordered array for this data is 45, 46, 48, 51, 53, 54, 55, 58, and 59. So kung mapapansin ninyo dito sa ating dataset, walang value ang nag-occur ng 2 beses. Lahat ng value nag-occur sila ng 1 beses lang. So the answer here is no mode. There is no mode since the dataset has the same frequency.